Hi, Mark Marmer from Signature Electric. We're usually use this space to provide you something in our blog in a written format, but we're going to try something a little bit different this month, see if something in video would work. We're here at a North Toronto condominium. Now this condominium is very concerned about energy savings. We've done some capturing of natural light for the pool area. They've done some retrofitting of the lights throughout the building. And one of the things that we're looking at today is the occupancy sensors that they've used for both the garage and some of the storage areas. It's really provided a very nice opportunity for energy savings with very little inconvenience to the residents. So let's pop inside and take a look. Okay, we're down in the garage now. A concern that there always is when you start to present the idea of installing occupancy sensors that the area is going to feel dark, it'll feel unsafe, and of course that's not going to be a satisfactory arrangement. We overcome this in a couple of ways. First of all, any areas that are critical where you're just entering the garage, we would not control those lights. Let's leave them on. You enter the garage, the light's on, and you don't feel like you're moving into a dark area. The other thing is that we don't do 100% of the lights. We do about a third of the lights. And we keep those lights into the bay area as opposed to the drive area, so that until the car is being moved into the area, the light is staying in the off position. So if you look behind me, we see that this light's now not on. It's just typical. No cars are here and there's no movement. As I move closer to imitate the idea of a car coming in, the light turns on. So if that car had pulled in here, the light will be on. That'll stay on as long as there's some movement in this area, or until a timed out period. So typically you'll be out of your car, head up to your unit, and this light will go off. It may not come on. It won't be necessary for this light to come on again until either maybe somebody in the adjacent parking spaces pulls in, or you come back down again. That could be a long time. That could be 24 hours before somebody's back down here, and that's an enormous savings. The savings is generated in energy, electricity. The savings is also in the lamp life. If we keep these lamps off, they're going to last longer. If these lamps last longer, that's fewer times you have to come down to change the lamps. All of this is a net benefit. The ballast life is increased as well. So it has a lot of side benefits, and the installation is very simple. Just a sensor on the lights that we want to control. Has a variety of different lenses available for different patterns, so we can customize it to wherever we're using it. As I mentioned upstairs, we also did the locker room, so we'll take a peek at the locker room. A slightly different application, slightly different than what you're seeing here in terms of the number of lights, but there's a lot of locker rooms here, and that's a good energy savings as well. So we're at the locker rooms now. There's quite a few locker rooms in this building. The building's got 2 towers, and each level of parking's got a number of locker rooms on it. The original setup in the locker room was that you'd come down, you'd turn on the switch by the door, do whatever you needed to do in the locker room, and then hopefully on the way out, you'd turn the switch off. But clearly that didn't always happen, and it could be quite some time before somebody was in the locker room again. Plus, when you're in the locker room, even if you were only part way in, you would need to have turned on all the lights. Now the setup that we've got, that's not the situation. So we've provided occupancy sensors here for each of the fixtures. A little bit different than what you saw in the garage. Let's go inside, we'll get a little bit of an idea, and I'll continue to talk. As you open the door, it doesn't take much, you're in the lockers, and the first lights come on. As you can see, where we move down, the other lights have not come on. We haven't entered that area. So as you move along, the lights will come on and follow you. Now these lights will stay on for about 15 minutes. For the maximum amount of timing. So that if you're in the area and you're not too active, just checking through your locker, the lights will stay on. As we can see, it's quite deep here, and there may be no particular reason to be in this side of the locker room, and the lights will stay off. This provides, again, the way we talked about it before, excellent energy savings, of reduced maintenance, longer lamp life. These things all come into play here. And these are areas that I get questioned about a lot in terms of sometimes they're not quite ready to do the garage, but they are often very interested in the locker rooms. On the way out, I'm going to show you where the switch was located, and we've eliminated those switches. So there's really nothing for the person to do anymore. They simply enter in and make use of the space in whatever way they see fit. There used to be 2 switches by the door right here, and they're eliminated now. As I say, this is a building that's really looking a lot of ways for a lot of opportunities to be green and to really set the pace, and I think they're really quite a trendsetter in terms of the condominiums that we see in the city. For more information, visit us at www.signatureelectric.ca, or if you're in the Toronto area, you can reach us by phone at 416-490-8093.